Hey guys, once again, it's Larson here. I'm here to hopefully make you save time and make trading easier for you. And what that means you can make more money because you'll have more time. The music's a little bit loud, I'm sorry. I'm quickly gonna say that in this video, I do have a lot of stab swipes. I've played this game for many years. I didn't have this for starting out. If you don't have any stab swipes, this video might not be for you, and I understand that, but I can only explain how I am doing things and not how you would do it with less. So there's a few things as well I want to go into that I think is pretty important for me to have an enjoyable experience in PoE, sadly. So, my first thoughts would be is I wanted to change something, right? I would go to input, and let's just say I wanted to use mouse scroll wheel to do left click. You could do double or multiple keybinds, you can't. So, for me not to break my wrist for playing this game for more than a month, or completely destroy my fingers, I have used software. I have a mainstream gaming mouse where you can bind your scroll wheel up and down to left click. So if I want to stash things quickly, it goes like this. I don't have to click. I just scroll my mouse wheel up and down. I think this is extremely necessary for me not to burn out of the game, and it literally hurts my hands not to have it. So I recommend, if you want to try it out, try it out. I enjoy the game a lot more after it. Another thing I think is necessary is a program called Awakened PoE Trade, and it just makes your life so much more easier whenever you want to check anything to sell. So one example is if I have a one pair kind of gloves, you won't be able to check the general pricing, right? 0 listed, but you have a common unique item. You can see what everybody's listing in that. Let's say you want to sell fusings for exalted orbs. You can quickly just click here and you can see this is what people are listing. One exalted orb for 265 fusings, and it just goes for like all currencies. It goes for essences, scarabs, fossils, etc, etc. I think Awakened PoE Trade is amazing. Okay, those are 2 things I recommend that you look into. How to get this, not a guide on how to use them, how to set them up. I just simply use them because I think it enhances the PoE experience a lot. Now, how do I not spend... I spend about an hour trading in 3 days. I don't do any more than an hour trading every 3 days. And in that 1 hour, I'm able to sell and convert about 4,000 to 8,000 chaos into exalted orbs. And this is kind of... I had about 40 exalts yesterday. I spent an hour trading and I just managed to, turn all my stuff in my other tabs into, another 56 exalted orbs. And it took me less than an hour to do. So now, one thing.
When I'm ready,
I always have a dump tab here, which is a public stash tab, where you set exact price and normal items. And what this does is I don't really need to price check anything I pick up in a map. And you can see as I just dump everything from my last wave in the simulacrum into here, I don't price check anything, right? I don't need to look at any of my items I picked up. I don't need to check it. And the good thing about this, you just put that on for fun, but it's like if you put anything into your dump tab that you list for too cheap, let's say we can make the effect a little bit faster, an alarm will go off, and usually it will be in the terms of you will get many whispers really fast. Now I don't know, there we go, that's the first one, but there should be more coming. See, this is the alarm. You get trades. If you trade anything for cheap in your dump tab, you'll see this. I expected a little bit more, but you get the idea. If you put something in here, you instantly get whispers, people start inviting you. Then you want to price check your item. But if you have a dump tab, as I like to call it, with a set price on exact items, if you don't get spam whisper, spam invite as soon as you put it in there, it's probably fine to sell at the price it's listed for. Now, if you don't get any whispers at all, you can probably just throw it in the trash unless you want to do less than your set stab dash desired value. But this just makes you save you a ton of time. If you pick up a lot of items, instead of pricing them all, you throw them in there. If you get spam whispers straight away, you know you need to check the price. If not, just leave it being there. Now, another thing I think a lot of people know about is stash affinities. I think I'll start in here, right? You can enable tap affinities, then you can click here and this is the affinity for this, and there's things for all of it, right? And if you enable auto navigation, what that does is kind of annoying, right? Because then that defeats the purpose of the stash tab. So if I were to dump a bunch of items, let's just have all of these, right? If I wanted to do a line, it would put me there. So I always enable the tap affinities, but not the auto navigation. Boom. So now, we're able to throw all our stuff in our dump tab. We don't need to price check anything. And you can spend more time mapping. Next thing, right? I only do big sales, right? So I go to my sales tab. I mean, I have some small cluster jewels that are around an exalted orb. I have a 2123. I only have stuff that's really worth one exalted orb. Now, what is it that I only sell every 3 days? It would be things like my emblems, my fragments, I'll get a lot of gifts of the Gadathus. Like if you get some good breed stones, if you get scarabs, there's absolutely no need to sell these on a daily basis. Fossils, essences, these, I don't really do oils, so I don't know about oils, but the thing about all these other currencies that I accumulate is they always sell in bulk. When people buy catalyst, they want at least 10, 20 or 40 or even 60 sometimes for their build. So you just end up selling these really quickly. Right now it takes me about the same time to clean about, let's say I had 600 catalyst, I had 1,000. It would be 5 minutes difference to sell the extra 400 pretty much. And the same with the scarabs. People want to buy literally all of them you have. So if you just list them here, what you could do is, I don't have that many right now, but I'll just check the price. You put it at 10C, and then somebody will probably come and buy them for it all. And if it doesn't sell at the desired price, you know, I don't have this public right now because I'm not trading, right? I only sell it when I'm doing it. But basically, when you have scarabs, when you have catalysts, when you have fossils, when you have essences, people buy them in bulk. The more you have, the more they'll buy at the same time. So instead of spending time trading every single day, you can literally just wait to do it every 2 days or 3 days or 4 days, and it'll take you the exact same time to trade because people buy the same item, but they'll buy more of them, right? And it's just, I think a lot of people underestimate this, right? I think a lot of people try to sell things. They like, one thing I absolutely hate, if I go into a map and I have to leave the map to trade, go into the map, go back out to trade, go back into the map, and it's just really not necessary for a majority of items, right? So my biggest recommendations is you get a dump tab for the minimum price you want to trade something. It's an alarm system if you list it too low. And just for everything else you can bulk sell, don't do it every day. Just wait like 3 or 4 days and it'll probably take you just about the same time. And like I said, for currencies, right, you can list them for exalted orbs. When I want to sell my chaos orbs, I would just go like this and I can see, okay, it's 3 for 456. So all you really have to do, I guess I should explain this too, is how that works is when I type in exact price, it's 3 for their type of currency, which would be exalted orbs, my 456, right? So 3, which is this currency you want over here, from mine, whatever, right? So if you want to sell catalyst, for example, let me make this public so you can see as well. To have one to set up this one, right? So it would be 37 of their chaos orbs for my 20 catalyst. And this is a way to make it so people can only whisper you to buy in bulk. Which I do for a lot of things. For some things like scarabs, I am extremely lazy. I mean, look at me. I could definitely work out more. But scarabs and fossils, I'll generally be pretty lazy with just, let's see, a dense fossil is about 1C or 2C. So just do like this, right? And you'll get whispers for people that will buy all 34 pretty quickly. Let's see, what is pristine fossils? It's about 2C. I'll try and list it at 2.5 because I'm a little bit greedy. And things like that, right? So people buy those out in bulk, but for these, I don't know. People don't usually buy them all out at once. So for these, to take the time to set up this little command here. But for fossils and essences and scarabs, I don't, because people will literally always buy your maxed out currency whenever they buy them. And that's pretty much it, right? Auto affinities, dump tabs. I use awakened PV trade for all the things that are not a rare item, right? If you find a rare item that looks unique and there's not many on the market, awakened PV trade won't be there to help you. But for pretty much anything else, when it comes to unique items, when it comes to sixlings, when it comes to currency, scarabs, fossils, all these kind of things, awakened PV trade is great. You can use the exact type price it says, or, you know, maybe try and list a little bit higher. If it doesn't sell, you just lower it afterwards. But that's basically how I can farm for 4 days. The only trades I'll ever do will be for 1 exalted orb or more. I don't generally price check too much because if anything in a dump tab, if I'm curious about it, I'll get spam whispered and then I'll take my time to check it. And then I do bulk trades. The more days you wait, it's just better, right? Because then you have to do less time trading. I think that's gonna be it for this video. And hopefully this can help some of you. I think all of this is great because I generally hate trading. I don't know why. I just fucking hate leaving my maps. I love playing the game, going into maps, like killing things, like picking up things, but getting rid of them is kind of annoying. So I found a way that works for me, so you know I only have to do it. whenever I feel like, I probably have 5,000 or more key absorbs. I know this won't be the same for you, but I mean, you'll find a number where you feel like, hey, this is a lot of good stuff. Now I want to sell it. But my advice is generally don't do it every day. Try and like put it away at least for a couple of days, maybe even longer, because a lot of these prices, they're not going to go down. And the longer you wait, you'll just end up saving more time. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you like it. I'll leave a link in the description to my Discord. I'll leave a link in the description to my Twitch channel if you have any questions or anything. And that's gonna round things up. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.